By the end of this training, the learner will be able to apply the CPR sequence in a simulated adult emergency with confidence until an AED or paramedics arrive. Let's get started.
It's a busy Monday afternoon at the boutique. Shoppers browse the clothing as store employees assist nearby. Everything seems normal until one shopper collapses to the floor. The conversation stops and everyone looks around, unsure of what to do next. In an emergency, every second matters. When someone appears to go into cardiac emergency, it is important to stay calm, focus, and act quickly. Miranda is CPR certified and recognizes that the person is unresponsive and not breathing normally.
Is she okay?
Everyone, please give her space. I'm going to check on her.
The first step is to make sure the area is safe from immediate dangers, such as traffic or fire. Move the person to a safe location if necessary, using a blanket or coat to drag them if needed. Miranda looks around and feels the scene is safe to proceed. Check if the person is responsive by gently tapping the person's shoulder and ask loudly.
Are you okay?
If they respond, CPR is not needed. If unresponsive, proceed to the next step.
George, call 911 and Sarah, please get the AED right away.
I'm calling now.
I'll get the AED.
Call emergency services immediately. If alone, call first and put your phone on speaker mode to keep your hands free. Next, open the airway using the head tilt and chin lift method. Look, listen, and feel for normal breathing for no more than 10 seconds. If the person is not breathing or only gasping, start CPR. Now that help has been called and the AED is on the way, Miranda begins CPR. First, place the heel of one hand on the center of the chest and the other hand on top, interlocking fingers as seen in the image on screen. Next, position your shoulders directly over your hands and keep your arms straight. Lastly, compress the chest at least 2 inches deep and no more than 2.4 inches at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute. Complete 30 compressions followed by 2 rescue breaths. Allow a full chest recoil after each compression and minimize interruptions to less than 10 seconds. After 30 compressions, Miranda should provide rescue breaths. She opens the airway by tilting the head back and gives 2 breaths using a mask or mouth to mouth. Gently tilt the head back just enough to open the airway by placing one hand on the forehead and 2 fingers under the chin. Give rescue breaths by pinching the nose closed, creating a seal, and give each breath over 1 second. Watch for the chest to rise between breaths. When available, turn on the AED as soon as it is available and follow the voice prompts. Miranda continues CPR until the AED is ready to analyze or deliver a shock, or until paramedics arrive.
We're here. Keep going until I tell you to switch.
She collapsed suddenly, was unresponsive, and wasn't breathing normally. We called 911, started CPR, and then Sarah just returned with the AED.
Good job. On my count, switch with me, then we will get started with the AED.
Miranda's quick response saved a life that day. In a real emergency, continue CPR and follow the AED prompts until emergency responders take over or the person shows signs of life. Now let's review the key actions we learned. These are the 7 steps to properly perform CPR in an emergency situation. Following these steps can significantly increase the chances of survival for an adult experiencing cardiac arrest. Here are some additional tips for administering CPR. If the cardiac arrest is due to drowning or hypoxia, provide 2 initial rescue breaths before starting compressions, and it is helpful to sing "Stayin' Alive" to maintain the correct compression rhythm. Thanks for joining. Let's head to the next unit to learn about AEDs and how to use them.